Come out. Oh shit. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having an amazing day. It is bloody hot right now. It's like 32 degrees. But today we're going to be working on the Lexus Is200, and we're going to be doing something which I've been waiting to do literally since before I even bought this car. We're going to be installing these bad boys. And if you guys don't know what this is, these are actually... Oh, there's a car coming. Shit. Basically, these are LED halo rings, right? And as you can see, the Is200, they got two circles on the headlights, right? You can see two little circles. These guys, they sit in those circles. So we got one big large one, and we got another one back in the house. It's like a half circle, and it goes in there. So yeah, basically, it just looks sick. It looks absolutely insane, and hopefully we're going to be seeing that today. Before we continue, no, we're not going to be installing these on this set of lights. We're actually going to be installing it on these. Let's head to the garden and make a start. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the box here. It says LED, SMD, Angel Eyes, RGB for the Is200 and Is300. Is that focusing? Yeah, it is. So yeah, let's just open it up. And as you can see, nothing too fancy, but you can immediately see you got the LED controller. You got the main controller box here with all of the wiring here. Oh, and then you dropped it. You got all of the wiring there. And first impressions, I will be honest, it does seem a bit flimsy here, but I don't know if that will be an issue or not. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think it will be, but obviously these wires are all exposed, so what I can always do is just cover it with electrical tape. I think that should be alright, just in case any of these rip or tear. Here you go. There's a remote for it, and then here we have, you can immediately see we got two of the half rings. So basically these are going to be the inner circles, right? And my first impressions, they're quite big, man. So let's check out the larger one now. So this is the larger one which I showed you guys at the start of the video, and you know, this is massive, man. These are massive. As you can see, there's lots of LED strips all around, so hopefully when these are on, you won't be able to see the individual LEDs, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, look, if you compare it to the size of my hand, it's literally bigger than my hand, so it is quite big. And the same thing over here, you got quite a lot of exposed wiring here, and same thing goes over here. You can see all of that exposed wiring. But yeah, that's where these little connectors are going to join into. We did get this, which I'm assuming is used to actually stick the strips onto the housing. But yeah, that's all for the unboxing. What we're going to do now, we're going to head to the back and start splitting the headlights, which I'm not excited to do. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've got both my new used set of headlights ready, and I've also got this heat gun. But just so you guys know, you don't need a heat gun, you can just use your oven, but I don't think my mom would appreciate me using her oven. And obviously you want your set of headlights, so essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up all of the edges of the light, which basically will allow me to melt the glue, and then I can literally, I should be able to just pull out the old lens, and it should come out nice and easily. But from what I've heard, quite a pain in the ass to do, not the most easiest job, as these sealant glues are absolutely insanely tough. Before I restart, actually, instead of me just holding the heat gun onto the light for like 10 minutes, what I want to try and do is find myself some box, or like find like a little cardboard box where I can store these inside, and sort of make my own makeshift oven basically, and just poke a little hole for this so that he can go through. Yeah, nah. Okay, so I can't exactly make a box, but what I did do, I just did put some cardboard around it, because obviously I don't want to melt the flipping wall or melt the freezer. So yeah, I've just made a little station here, and gonna get started now. So I'm gonna plug this in over there, and I'm hoping it's not gonna take too long. Honestly, I'm not really sure what to expect. I've never done anything like this, but yeah, I'm gonna fast forward the footage, and hopefully it's not gonna take a million hours. Let's get started. Man, this is gonna take ages, man. Okay, so I've heated up with the heat gun for quite a while now, to be honest. So it's only like 4 minutes, but what I want to try to do now is try and pry these things off, so that will obviously help us. Oh my gosh, that is hot. Yeah guys, please do wear gloves when you do this, but yeah, just get a flathead and just pry it off. We also got some clips on the other side. So, shit, I burnt myself. Don't leave that flipping right next to your elbow, or shit like that's gonna happen. Bloody hell, man. As you guys can see, it is slowly trying off. Just a little bit. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And guys, there we have it. We finally, after flipping, I think that took around 20 minutes, finally managed to get this damn thing off. Right, so as guys can see, we finally split the first headlight, and yeah, I mean, it was not as easy as I thought it would, but to be honest, it was sort of expected because pretty much everyone says this about splitting headlights. But yeah, so as you can see, this glue is just, I don't even know what that is, man. Some like next level glue, but yeah, that's the main unit. This is the part which we're going to be spraying satin black or normal black. And yeah, as you can tell, the lens is it's quite yellow and it's quite foggy, so I probably will be polishing that off camera. Alright, so what I'm going to do off camera, I'm literally going to repeat the exact same step for the other headlight, and once that's done, we can start progressing onto getting the chrome painted and sanded. I just deeped how lucky you guys are, right? Like, this is legit going to take another 30 minutes, but for you lot it's going to be like 2 seconds. Guys, we have finally split both of the lenses, and yeah, I don't want to ever experience anything like that ever again. That's it guys, that's the hard part done. So what we're going to be doing now actually is, now because I am going to be spraying this satin black, we are going to have to sand it down. Wow, this thing comes off really easily. It looks like this pretty much, and yes, I did get my little brother to sand this down for me whilst I was splitting the other headlight. Okay, so as guys can see, we have sanded down both of them, and they're not perfectly sanded down. As you can see, there's still a little bit of chrome here and there, but honestly it's not too deep. That's most of the hard work done now. We've sanded it down, we've split both the lenses. The only thing left to do regarding these is now we're going to paint them. World of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, and police they abuse their authority. Media clowns wait on no variety. Gotta keep on walking on the road. Alright, we've got 2 chrome plates on display, got a satin black spray, and unfortunately, as you can probably tell, a little piece broke off our actual headlight piece, but not to worry because this part is going to be inside the glass, so it's not too deep. Anyways, let's get started. Time's changing, we all looking for something, whether that's picture painting or a song you keep writing. Study and sit or going for a drive, whether that's watching a movie or chilling, catching vibes. Maybe the poems are roomy or thinking about your life. Maybe an afternoon tea, planning out your time. Right, so as guys can see, I've actually taken a different route. Instead of using these things that came with the box, I actually used my own double-sided tape. It's transparent, so it's obviously going to look better, and in my opinion it's a bit more stronger than the ones that they give as well. So yeah, I've just put it around the bottom edge, and for this one I've only put it here. So I'm just going to stick this one on, I'm going to stick the small one on, and I'm going to stick on the larger one. Right, so as guys can see, we finally installed the halo LED rings, and I will be honest, it was a bit of an iffy job, and I do see that because, I mean, this ring, the inner rings were much more easier to install, right? All I done was put some double-sided tape all around this bottom half, just there. As you can sort of see, this ring was a bit of an issue because, as you can probably tell, it's not perfect. The fitment isn't perfect. So as you can see, there's still gaps there. Seam applies over here, and to install it, it's a bit weird. So I had to put tape here. And what I also done, I put tape over here on the other side. Let me show you guys. Put tape here, so I was holding it. So the last thing we're going to be doing now is putting back these together, back in the unit, and reassembling the headlights. And then hopefully, just from there, we'll be ready to get them installed. Oh, there's a bee. So we got our station ready, and as you can see, what I've actually done is I put the black housing inside the plastic lens first, and I've left this out separately because what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be using a heat gun or a microwave if that's what you're using. We're going to be using that to essentially remelt all of the glue that we've done before. And once we've done that, we're basically going to stick it back on. We're going to heat up a little bit more. And once these two are stuck back on again, we're going to let it cool down. And then after that, it should finally be bonded. I'm going to make a start. I'm going to speed up the footage, and hopefully it's not going to be as hard as taking it out. Let's see how it goes. Right, so guys, once you've sort of stuck it on, what we can do now, we're going to heat up the whole light again, just so we can make sure it's fitting properly. Right, so as you guys can see, we finally done one of them, and honestly it was pretty easy. It was nowhere near as difficult as taking it out. All we had to do is heat up the glue and stick it back on. So yeah, that's the first headlight done. I want to quickly go and do the same thing for the other headlight, and then we should be done.
Alright, as you guys can see, I finally finished the right headlight, and we finally got a full set of custom LED headlights with halo rings on. Compared to the old ones which I've got over here, they look absolutely insane. They're game changing, honestly. You immediately tell the difference. So firstly, as you can see, we removed the orange indicator. That's optional, you can keep that if you want, but personally I decided to remove it and I want to replace it with the orange bulb. And obviously we painted the housing black compared to the old one, as you can see, which is silver. And then obviously the star of the show, we installed LED halo rings, as you can see, 2 rings over there, which still needs wiring up. We will do that in a bit. I'm chuffed with how they look. I think they look amazing. And my old headlights, they were absolutely horrible. I mean, look, you can't even see the inside. It's just cloudy, and that one's broken from a little incident. What we're gonna be doing now, we're gonna finally install the headlights. Alright, so got the first headlight, and literally just gonna slide it through, put it in its housing. Should just go in just like that. Always put the bolts in the weirdest places, man. There you have it, guys, and bro, first impressions, they look absolutely hard, man. I mean, we haven't even got the bumper on or anything. The lights aren't even on, but just the lights alone, they look absolutely insane. Alright, so I put all of the bulbs back into the housing, the headlights and indicators, whatnot, so they're all inside. So now, what we can finally move on to is the wiring, which, guys, let me tell you, honestly, it is pretty easy. It's not difficult at all. It's just a few steps needed. It's not as hard as you think. I'm going to be connecting my wires to the right side light. So I want to try and bring all the wires to this side. Alright, so what we're going to need is the controller, which it does come with, the whole kit comes with a box. So this is the main control unit, and this is where the magic happens. So this is where we're going to connect to our side light. Alright, so what I'll be using is something called wire tappers. This will allow me to connect to these to the side light without any soldering. It's super easy. So literally you can get it from your local Halfords or eBay or Amazon, anything. So yeah, it looks like this. Is that going to focus? It looks like that. So literally what we're going to be doing, let me just quickly show you guys, just to explain it nice and easy. So you want to get your side light bulb, the side light bulb, you can choose any, the one on the left or the one on the right. And what we're going to do, we want to connect the red cable to the green cable over here, and then after we're going to connect the black cable of the unit, the black cable, to this white and black one over here. And we're going to be doing that by using wire tappers. It's super self-explanatory. Literally, if I want to connect, so let's say I want to connect the red one, what I would do, I would put the red one through one of those, and then I'd put it here, and then I'll put the green one through here. Then what's going to happen, I'm going to squeeze it, and then it will pierce a little hole into both the red and green and make a connection. And yeah, that's literally it. So it's really tight in here, so I don't think any of it's going to show on camera well. So I'm probably going to speed the footage up. But if you guys have any questions about this part, just let me know in the comments and I'll help you guys out. As you guys can see, we've connected it to the side light. So on the control unit, which I've left hanging over here, I've connected the red to the green, and I've connected the negative black. Is it gonna focus? I've connected the negative black to the white. So yeah, I don't know if that's showing, but yeah, you can sort of see it there. And yeah, that's literally it. That's all the wiring done, guys. That's the main wiring done. Alright, so as you guys can see, all of the wiring is pretty much done now, but as you can see, I still have left a bit out. That's only because I want to show you guys what I've done. So firstly, as you can see, what I've done, I got some, what are these things? I always forget what these things are called. I'm just gonna call them a rope. I got these rope, and what I done on the right side, I tied up into a circle, just so you know it's no excess wire, looks a bit more clean. And as you can see, what I've done, I've connected two over here. Later on, I am going to tuck it underneath here, so you won't be able to see any of this, but I have left it up just because I want to show you guys. Then what I've done, right, so with the actual control box, I've fed it through this gap over here. As you can see, I've fed it through, and there's a little hole there. I've just fed it through over there. I do install the bumper. We do need this little sensor to stick out, just a tiny bit. I'll probably make it feed out just over there from the headlight or something like that. But yeah, I put the control box just over there, and another reason why I put it there is because we also need to wire up the other headlight as well. So what I've done with that, I've got the cables, and again I fed it through a little hole over there. As you can see, I've just fed it through a hole just there, so it's coming out from this part. And now what I've done here is quite clever, right? So I've actually used the crash bar, and you see how there's three holes here. I fed the wires through and inside, and I've connected both of them. Let me smooth the camera a bit back. I basically connected everything inside the crash bar, but obviously when I do push it in and whatnot, it will look much better. But before we do anything, right, there's one crucial thing we need to do. They did actually provide us with, what's it called, a heat shrink, which you use soldering iron and you put heat shrink over these parts, right? I can't be asked to do that, so what I've got instead, I've got electrical tape. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be wrapping all of these connections you see here, I'm going to be wrapping them in electrical tape. Right, so all the wiring is finally complete. As you can see, I put electrical tape everywhere, and there's one thing I want you to highlight to you guys. You don't have to do this, but because I'm a bit OCD, or whatever you want to call it, what I did do, I did put some black tape around the electrical box here, only because this isn't water resistant, and just in case there was any water to somehow splash over it. I mean, the bumper will be here and it's in a good corner where no water will go, but just in case, I did put black tape everywhere just to keep it a bit more safe. But yeah guys, that is it. All the wiring is done. Now literally the last thing you have to do is put the bumper on, and then we're going to test it out and see if it works. What the flip? Alright guys, as you guys can see, we've finally finished everything. Everything's now installed, and bro, I'm actually lost for words. It looks, oh my god, but it looks amazing, man. Bro, I haven't even turned the lights on yet, and I'm already like this, man. Like, even when the lights are off, it just looks so much better with the black housing. It looks absolutely insane. That looks so hard. Oh my, okay, you know what guys, I had to stop waffling. Now we need to see the main part. The part that I'm guessing all you guys have been watching for is the LED halo rings. I'm gonna head in the car. Don't know what to expect. Alright, I've turned it on. Alright, you know what, I want to close my eyes. And then I'm going to open it. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I hope there's no cars coming. I can't see shit. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
And death is not the greatest loss in life. No, the greatest loss is what dies inside of us while we live. Uplift the people, uplift the people. Let go of ego, let go of ego. Yeah. From Toronto to the sky, from London to Dubai. Uplift the people, let go of ego, open your eyes. Tunnel vision with the frame wide. To summon wisdom, gotta erase the pride. My heart cried, my eyes stayed dry. Left it real from the jump, and I never changed sides. No, barely alive, just trying to survive. The devil's whispers had me locked in my mind. I fell in love and started asking for signs. Like, oh Allah, this girl leave me mine. I blacked out, all I saw was dollar signs. Ignoring the signs of the end of times. I knew I had to make a change, I gotta rectify. Cut the bugs out from around me, spray pesticide.
Guys, I am, bro, I'm out of words, man. Honestly, like, again, I'm just waffling again, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just shocked myself. There we have it, guys. Those are how to install Halo LEDs in your Lexus Is200. You know what? There's one thing I haven't even mentioned to you guys. I mean, if you bought the kit, you probably already know, but we can literally change the colors as well. And look, just watch this. Look, just look at that, bro. Imagine seeing that at night time. We've got bare different colors here. We've got different modes as well. Look, you got this mode, you got this mode, and this one. Where the colors change gradually. Orange just looks sick as well, man. Orange looks hard. We've got green looks kind of sick. We've got blue, light blue. We've got dark blue. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you guys. The sensor, what I done, I literally just fed it to the girl there. I completely forgot to show you guys that. Just put the sensor just over there so it's sticking out slightly. That way you can use the remote and it connects over here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And also, if you have any other suggestions for mods or any ideas you guys want to see, just let me know and maybe we can make it happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.